Alright, so Animal Crossing villagers based on who'd be more likely to call me the N-word. Alright, so Kix, I feel like Kix is a black man. Kix is like a late black teen. He's like a 19-year-old black man. You know what I mean? He gets to say. I just get that vibe off of him. Maybe it's just the clothes that are like very stereotypical, but whatever. Um, Celeste, I can't imagine would say it, and she's like normal about it. She's like a chill white person. She's like, yeah, that's not my word, but it's not a problem. You know what I mean? Label. I feel like labels. Label would say it if I'm like a fast food worker and I get her order wrong. You know what I mean? She just kind of whipped that shit out. That's the headcanon that I have. Uh, Mabel's normal. Mabel wouldn't say that. Mabel is too respectful for that. Pascal. Pascal either would not say or Pascal is a black man. You know what? I feel like Pascal is a brother. You know what I mean? That's the vibe that I get off him. I don't know why I get that vibe off of him, but I do get that vibe off of him. Sahara. Sahara would not say, but be respectful about it. I headcanon that Sahara is like a white person, and she's not actually Middle Eastern at all, because it's a very funny headcanon. But I can't imagine that she'd say it. You know what I mean? Now, Orville, does not say it and is not respectful about it. You know what I mean? Orville is like a Republican dad. You know what I mean? Now, shit, that was Wilmer and this is Orville. Orville is like the Chud. You know what I mean? Orville has like an anti-SJW like YouTube channel where he makes like SJW owned videos. That's what he does. That's like his thing. So he's not respectful about it. He's not normal. You know what I mean? This nigga I forgot the name of. Cyrus, is it? Yeah. He wouldn't say it. He's too respectful. Alright, he wouldn't. Um, I feel like the turnip lady I forgot the name of. She would not say it. She's too respectful. You know what I mean? She's too kind. She's too nice. Now that's a chud. That's a chud right there. CJ, CJ, dude. CJ is like a content creator who would describe himself as apolitical, but strangely like refuses to comment on anything that's like regarding politics with 10-foot pole unless it's reactionary. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't. He's the type of person who wouldn't like say trans rights because he doesn't want to make his streams political, but he would like make some joke about how Trump is cool because he gets bitches or whatever. You know what I mean? Absolutely, that's the vibe I get out of that nigga. Um, you're too respectful. He would not say that, right? What's this character's name again? I forget. Ghost.png. That's not helping. I don't remember this character's name, but I don't think he'd do it. I don't think he's not that type of guy. Golivar. Okay, hear me out on this. This is gonna sound insane. Golivar is black and he gets to say it. Gulliver would not say it, but he's normal about it. He's not like a chud. You know what I mean? Now Harvey. Okay, Harvey is either like a slightly problematic white man or that's a black dude. You know what I mean? I feel like Harvey. I'm 38 years old. Harvey is what I'm gonna be when I turn 40. You know what I mean? That's literally me in the future, by the way. So like, I don't know. I could so imagine him saying it. Like, if let me phrase it in this way: if I woke up one day, right, on my Animal Crossing island, and Harvey walked up to me and was like, "Yo, what up, my nigga?" I would not question that shit. You know what I mean? That's a brother too. Leaf, I feel like Leaf is also black. You know what I mean? That he like, come on, I don't know. It's just the vibe that I get of him. You know what I mean? Isabel, that's a beautiful black woman right there. Yep, right there. I mean, who would argue with that, right? Blathers is too No, yeah, no, yeah. Blathers is too respectful. That is a pit of human kindness right there. That is all there is in that man, which is crazy. He's an owl. KK would say it in a song. I feel like that's fair, right? Like, thing is KK black? You know what I mean? I could imagine. You know what? If you headcanon KK Slatter as black, I completely understand it. I don't think I do, but that's a completely fair headcanon. I don't disagree with that at all. Timmy. Oh, excuse me. Timmy and Tommy. I want to say they're chuds, so they wouldn't say it, but they'd be like pretending not to be mad about the fact they can't say it. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. Tom Nook. Is Tom Nook black? Nah, Tom Nook not black. He's a businessman, so he would not say it, but because he's a businessman, he's probably right-leaning, which makes him a chud. You know what I mean? He's like, he's like the average landlord. You know how there's a threshold of how left-wing you can realistically be as a landlord? You know what I mean? Not as that it's impossible. It's just like if you're a landlord, you're probably right of that threshold. Yeah, that threshold also happens to be right enough that you are probably weird about not being allowed to say the N word, right? Shit, I forgot your name. The Bugs person. That's a black person right there. Come on now, Flick. There you go. Forgot the nigga's name. Yeah, that's a black man. That's like a black nerd. You know what I mean? I would know what a black nerd is. Trust me. Um, Lloyd. I feel like Lloyd would say. That's, okay, hear me out on this. It's funny enough that I could so picture it happening. You know what I mean? Imagine you're like on your Animal Crossing island and you like walk past Lloyd and he's like, Negro. What? Like he just pretends like nothing happened. You know what I mean? There's a endless pit of hatred in that man. I don't know why I get that vibe off him. Red. Red's an asshole, but he's not like a like he's a swindler. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that makes him Oh wait, no, Red's black. I don't know why. I think that's racist to think, but at the same time, I'm a nigga, so I get to say that. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. Maybe that's insane. I don't know. Headcanons, man. I get to have those. I feel like she's too kind. She would not. You know what? I'm putting her right next to Cyrus. There you go. She would not say it. She's too kind. She's too respectful. Right? Rossetti, on the other hand. Oh boy. You know what it is? You know what it is? Fucking Rossetti, I headcanon as black, yes, but he still goes down there because you know what character I assume he would act like? Fucking Uncle Ruckus. You know what I mean? You would have like a meeting with him and you would show up late and he'd be like, well, what do we have here? You know what I mean? He'd see you walking around with like a bucket of like fried chicken and he'd be like, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? If that ain't a chicken munching, watermelon slurping, late to work showing. You know what I mean? He keep going for a second, dog. Yeah, he would pull out slurs I have not heard in 12 lifetimes, my nigga. This is the type of nigga that would walk up to you and call you a night cricket. You know how rare that is? That's golden racism right there. And that's probably coming from a black man. You know what I mean? I also headcanon him as black, but he does not get to say it, and yet he will. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? We're making a new tier. We're making add row below. Would say another slur to get creative. There you go. That he would call me a. Never mind. I can't say those on camera. Rover, is that his name? I feel like Rover's normal. Rover's like a white dude who's chill. He would not say it, but he's normal about it. Sable. There's a part of me that wants to headcanon that Sable is like halfway through the far right pipeline. You know what I mean? Like she's watching a few too many Benjamin. What am I talking about? Ben Shapiro videos. You know what I mean? But in doubt, because it's not too strong of a vibe I'm getting of her. She's still like a roughly kind person. I'm gonna put her here. Zipper T Bunny. I mean, okay, hear me out. Some people theorize that like Zipper T Bunny might be like the player character's dad, right? Because we get letters from player character's mom, but the player character's dad is never mentioned. But because the player character's dad is implied to be like distant or at least missing, people have started theorizing that Zipper T Bunny is the character's dad. Now, statistically, if the player character's dad is an absentee father, he would be black, right? I'm black, I get to make that joke. He would be though, right? This is the most insane video I've made yet. What the fuck is wrong with me? I think that's all the that's all the NPCs. At least I can't think of any one that I haven't ranked. There's not the cops like in like in the Wii game, for example. Though obviously, I mean they're cops. You know where they would rank, right? What other NPC is there? I think there's like the fountain people from the Wii game and the GameCube game, but I'm not ranking those. Anyway, I think that's about it. I'm trying to see if there's any character that I want to change the placing of, but I can't think of any. I think I did a pretty good job. You even look like Uncle Ruckus down there, bro. Anyway, on to the next video, I guess.